This amazing treatment that you only have to do once a month for maximum benefits is all centered around, yes, oils. So I'm showing you how I make my moringa oil. I have a full detailed video on this, so you can check it out in the pinned comment, but I'm showing you how to make it in here in case you don't want to watch that video. I'm starting with a full cup of olive oil. Now this is an oil. The base of this oil has to be something that can penetrate into your hair shaft, and the top three oils are coconut, avocado, and olive oil. My hair hates coconut oil, loves avocado oil, but I don't have that, so I'm using my second favorite, olive oil. And then I just put 1.5 tablespoons of moringa, and now we are going to put this into some boiling hot water in a glass bottle. If you have a glass bottle that you're scared is going to break, try and just do this in a different container, maybe metal, but not plastic. So this is going to sit in the oil until it completely cools down. So as soon as it cooled down, after about 4, maybe 2 hours, I took it out and then I left it to just sit overnight. And this is the next morning. We have the oil. What I love so much about this is you barely need to strain it because everything sinks to the bottom, super compact. So now I'm just straining this into a cup in case anything has come out, and then I'm going to put it into my do-grow bottle because you guys know repurposing. I love to repurpose my products. I don't like to waste plastic. So this is the main oil. Now I'm adding some castor oil, and then I'm going on with some essential oils. Now note that castor oil and the essential oils don't really penetrate the hair shaft that much and provide moisture. The essential oils are very, very thin. They can penetrate your hair shaft and give you other benefits, but not moisture. Now, even the moisture from the ones that penetrates your hair shaft will eventually get dry and cause dryness if you don't proceed the way I'm going to show you at the end of this video. But your base oil has to be something that penetrates your hair shaft. And if you don't want to use this oil mix, you can absolutely use only a carrier oil like olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado oil. The reason I'm adding these essential oils and the castor oil is because I love the benefits on my entire scalp and on my hair shaft. So it's like it's a double whammy, killing two birds with one stone. So first of all, I have very thick, low porosity hair. So for me to get the maximum benefits out of this treatment, which is basically a hot oil treatment with a twist, I have to moisturize my hair first, or else the oil is just going to sit on my hair and it's just going to be sliding around and it won't penetrate enough. So I start by lightly spritzing my hair with water, and I like to use my continuous spray bottle because it doesn't spray out too much water at once, and I can ensure that my hair is just going to be damp but not wet. So as you see, whenever I spray the water on, I'm even massaging it sort of into my roots, and then I'm adding some leave-in cream, and this is the leave-in conditioner from African Pride. This is a very thin one, and I like it because it can easily penetrate into my twists without just sitting on top or getting stuck. Although my favorite leave-in from this brand is the leave-in cream, which I have no access to at the moment. So I'm using this one, and for the hot oil treatment, I actually like it because of how it penetrates my hair shaft. So again, once I put that in, I make sure to go in and sort of massage it at the roots as well, just to make sure that all my hair absorbs everything, because I have naturally dry hair and it's low porosity, so it's very difficult for me to get in moisture. So I have to make sure I pull out all the stops. Now, notice as well that if you're going to do this like me, I would highly suggest that you section your hair in 4 sections the way I have done. You don't have to do it, but if you don't section it, you'll notice that you're going to miss out a few key places. And also, if you have any problem areas, which most of us do, make sure that you put a little extra product there, because it might be your problem area because you slightly neglected. So it could be your edges, it could be your nape, it could be your crown, it could be any just little single small spot on your hair that just happens to be a slightly different texture. Pay attention to that area and just put a little bit of extra product there. So here you see that also there's 1 or 2 twists that are sort of unraveling. Ignore them by now if you have unraveled twists. Now I'm taking my huge Big 5 mug, and I'm taking my moringa oil, and I am putting it in that mug so it can heat up. Now I don't advise heating oil in plastic, only because the chemicals from the plastic can sort of infuse into it, maybe very lightly, but there is a chance of doing that. And you want to start with the front of your hair and always thoroughly shake up your oil before you do this if you're using an oil mix like I am. And that's because the oils are different weights. Tea tree oil, peppermint oil, castor oil, and olive oil are all different molecular weights. So if you don't shake it up, they'll kind of be separated and you won't get the benefits as well distributed as you should. So I always start with putting this in the front because gravity, the oil is going to be pulled and dragged down. So if I start from the back, if any oil drips down, it's just going to drip down my neck. But if you start with putting the oil in the front, it's going to dip down the back and you won't have to use too much oil on the back sections of your hair. And you'll be able to feel everywhere where the oil drips because it is warmer than your scalp if you're using a good temperature water, but please don't boil it because you denature a lot of the nutrients. Also, if you watched my recent video where I talked about coffee oil and how much I love coffee oil, one, it is very expensive, and two, I like to make it super thick, so I just feel like it wouldn't be right for this. I would use coffee oil the next day maybe, but not necessarily for a coffee oil treatment. But by all means, whatever oil you want to use, go ahead and use that. Just make sure that the base of your entire oil mix is an oil that can absorb into your hair shaft. So here you can see right now, I'm not actually doing a scalp massage. I'm just making sure that I'm moving the oil all around so that no point of my scalp has been left alone. And I know for sure that every part of my scalp has oil. And once that's done, I go ahead and put a little extra oil on the ends of my hair and I just work that up and down the entire twist. My hair, I love to do it in twists like this because I have easier access to my scalp throughout the week. I wouldn't do this on my wash day. I always do it before. So I like to have as less manipulation as possible. And you can see when I come close to the camera that the oil is already dripping down my hair shaft. But because it's so thick and in twists, I know the oil is not going to reach the end. That's why I put basically at the roots and at the bottom so the oil can meet in the middle. So now everything I did to this section, I'm going ahead and doing to every other section. And here I don't care if the oil is directly on my scalp or slightly on my hair. Because it's so warm and very light, it's just going to sink down into my hair, and I actually want the oil to go on my hair shaft so you don't have to worry and be like, it shouldn't touch the rest of my hair. And now this is the stage where you can go ahead and retwist if any of your hair untwisted or unbraided, if your hair is in a protective style, so that you reduce the amount of manipulation. So now I went ahead and did everything I did to the front sections, to the back sections, except I needed less oil because I could already feel that I had a little bit of oil in that section. And you can see how light the oil is as it's moving. It's very, very light, almost a watery consistency. So if I didn't mention this, every time you take the oil out of the water to put it in your hair, please put it back in the hot water so that it maintains its temperature, so every part of your oil can get hot. But even if your oil or your water gets a little bit cold, don't worry. The next step is going to show you how to make sure that you get a good hot oil treatment and that all the oils penetrate very well into your hair shaft. As you know, or if you didn't know, hair cuticles open up when they are heated and then they tightly close when they are cooled down. So when my hair is in this state, it is moisturized and also has oil on it. The cuticles are open and ready to receive whatever product I put on it. And now at the end, this is my stage where I go ahead and add oils to any areas that feel neglected, like my hairline or any spot in my hair. And then it's time to do my scalp massage. Now here I like to do my Ayurvedic scalp massage as well as the massage just all over my scalp. And you can see I just used a little bit of oil. You don't have to use a whole bottle because one, it's not necessary. Two, it's expensive. So now I go ahead and do my scalp massage starting with my edges all around my head. Then I do the Ayurvedic scalp massage. I do have that detailed scalp massage in my Indian Hair Secrets video, which I recently uploaded. So I'll link that at the end of this video and you can check that out. So once my scalp massage is done after like a full 5 to 10 minutes, I just like to tie my twists up, whether it's up or at the bottom. And then I tie them with an ouchless tie. You don't want to break your hair while you're trying to grow it. And then I go ahead and take a plastic bag or a plastic cap. Here I'm just making sure that there's absolutely no oil dripping down and that it is firmly getting absorbed by my hair. So now I take this plastic bag. I like to get quite a soft one so that it's not, annoying or like breaking bits of hair. And always twist it on your forehead and not on your hairline because you will pinch and pull out some of your baby hairs I'm speaking from experience, so you want to make sure you avoid that. And then I go under heat for 30 minutes or 20 minutes just to make sure that my hair absorbs all the oils, and then it is time to wash the hair. Now another alternative is sometimes instead of leaving it in for 20 minutes, I will leave it with a plastic bag on and leave it overnight and wash my hair the next morning. Now these are the products I'm using. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to use this Amika the Cure collection, and my hair needed a little protein boost, so the most important thing in this step, no matter what the rest of your routine looks like, is to use a shampoo. Now, of course, after you shampoo, you have to moisturize your hair. That's just a given. But I'm making sure I'm emphasizing that you have to shampoo your hair. If you do not shampoo your hair with a clarifying shampoo or a sulfate shampoo, this entire process is a waste of time. It's going to lead to dry hair. It could even lead to breakage because now your hair is doused completely in oils and now you haven't washed it off, and it's going to create a barrier between oils and moisture, and your hair is not going to be getting as moisturized as it should. Even if it feels moisturized over time and as the weeks and months build up, you will start to experience excessive dryness. So make sure when you wash, it should foam as much as it's doing in my video right now. I only did 2 washes with that Amika shampoo and my hair still feels so soft and moisturized after. So make sure you don't just use any sulfate or cleansing shampoo. Make sure you use a cleansing shampoo which also leaves your hair feeling nice and soft, because sulfates are not the devil, and not all clarifying shampoos leave your hair feeling stripped and dry. So from this moment, you can go ahead and do whatever you want to your routine. Here I was just adding the Cure solution to my hair and then going ahead and detangling it and putting it back into some twists. Now you don't have to do this. The rest of the routine you can do however you want. Like I said, I just wanted to show you specifically what I do. So I put my hair in the twists and left them to air dry overnight, and in the morning, this is what my twists looked like. They look so hydrated and healthy and moisturized. It makes me wonder why I don't do hot oil treatments all the time. And I wasn't doing a twist out. I just wanted to untwist the hair so that you could see how healthy it looks from roots to tips. This is one of the things that can give you almost instant results. And if you want more treatments, more hair growth tips and ideas, hit my face on the side, watch the 2 videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!